In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play some fairly common jazz progressions, but with voicings that get you away from that kind of cliche guitar sound. So if you're used to playing like the harmonized major scale like this, and you now want to play it like this, please check out the previous part 1 of this video and I'll teach you how to convert your drop 2 chords to play them as I just demonstrated. I'm assuming that you basically looked at those and memorized them, because what I'm going to do now is break down some ideas about how you can utilize that within what you might normally play. If you are new to jazz guitar though and you want a solid foundation in getting the basics down, then please check out my free beginner jazz guitar guide, which is linked and listed below. This first idea shows you how to basically get the diminished chord involved that we looked at last time. We're going to start with the D-7th chord, where you've got the 4th in the bass note there, D and G. Strum that together. Just go between the 2 notes there on the top. Then we're going to go to the diminished chord, do the same thing. And then we're going to go to the Cmaj6 variant of the C major chord. So played slowly, we've got D-7, which sounds like this. Then we're going to go to G7 flat 9. Then Cmaj6, like that. So that's the first idea. Nice little 2-5 idea that gets you used to that diminished voicing. You know, if you're playing those chords with your standard drop 2 chords, that's okay if you're a beginner player, but this sounds much more kind of pianistic in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed the first idea. The next idea basically shows how you can practice cycles using this technique. So we've got that C6 that we just finished on before, 4th in the bass, and there's actually a 4th interval there on the top as well. So we're going to do the hybrid picking thing, but if we go to this chord, you can think of that as being a C minor kind of Dorian sound, but it's also an F7 with the 5th in the bass too. So it can sound like you're kind of going through a cycle, right? Which is a nice sound too. But you can make that a little bit more obvious by doing this. So there I basically got a C major now with the 5th in the bass, Cmaj6, then I'm going to go to an F7 with the 5th in the bass, so you get that kind of sound. And of course you can do the same thing here, so this would be like a B flat, and then I'm going to go to, that would be an E flat with the 5th in the bass. So it's a really kind of dark way to play a cyclic progression also. This final example basically shows you how you can use this kind of concept in more of a chord melody 2-5-1 phrase. So we're starting with that D-7 voicing once again, and we're playing the 2 low strings, and then we're going to go to this chord now, which is a G7 13 flat 9. And what I've done here, just to basically illustrate it as I look at the PDF, is it's just kind of arpeggiate it and then resolve to the C major. But rather than play like that, I think it's nice sometimes to play the chord first and then the resolution note too. So that's the third and final example. So I hope that you enjoyed these stretchy jazz guitar challenges. If you need to go over any of the voicings, they're covered thoroughly in part 1. If you did enjoy the lesson, please click like, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, if you want the PDF, that is available via the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy these stretchy jazz guitar chords.